Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN. Let me just crack this Maggie open. Hey, Rashford, what a rocket. What a rocket of a shot, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to everyone in the building. You know what I'm saying? Barcelona 2, Newcastle 1. Very close game. The scoreline showed that it was a close game, man. You know what I'm saying? Newcastle, they started off the game well. Let's give them some credit. They started off the game well. They were creating opportunities, creating chances, creating problems for Barcelona. But Barcelona just got that extra quality, man. That experience. You know what I mean? That experience to know how to get over the line. Rashford, what a flipping goal, bro. The first goal, the header, was a great goal. But the second one, the way he slapped that outside of the box off of the crossbar, what a goal. What a goal. You know what I'm saying? Rashford played better than Rafinha. I love Rafinha. But today, Rafinha didn't turn up. Let's just be real. Lewandowski didn't turn up. Rashford turned up. You know what I mean? And he was on it from the get-go as well. He was playing really well, running down the channels, a couple of good crosses. You could see the intent with Rashford. You know what I mean? Running in behind the defense. He was catching Newcastle out. He was catching them out. But Newcastle started off well as well. Let's be fair to them. Elanga with a cross into Gordon. He misses the ball completely. That would have been a tap-in, completely unmarked. And Gordon completely misses the ball. He should have done better there. I think Elanga was on it, man. He was, you know, Newcastle played really well. They were pressing Barcelona. They were creating a lot of opportunities from the wide areas, especially down Elanga's side, down the right-hand side. But Gordon couldn't convert. You know what I'm saying? Barnes had a shot that got saved as well. Newcastle had opportunities in this game. You know, they had the opportunities to at least get a draw out this game, but just not clinical enough. And Barcelona in that second half, man, they just turned up. Rashford turned up. And that was the difference, was the quality in finishing, because both teams it was a fairly balanced game. Both teams had chances, but you got to take your opportunities. And Newcastle just didn't take their opportunities. You know what I mean? There was a Rashford run where he shoots it wide. You know what I'm saying? That was unfortunate by Rashford. I think he hit the side netting. He had Lewandowski there. He could have squared it to Lewandowski in the box. That was completely unmarked. That was another opportunity for Rashford. He was on it, man. He definitely played like he had a point to prove. Do you know what I mean? And with Lamau out, it's like he was like, yo, I'm getting in this team because your Mal's out. And listen, I'm going to make sure that man know why I'm here. I'm not here to mess around. I'm here to prove a point. You know what I mean? And Rashford, when he's on it, man, when he's on it, he's got the ability to convert goals. You know what I mean? And he was on it, man. From the get-go, Rashford was on it. You got to give him praise today. Like, Rashford played really, really well. Really well. Was a constant threat throughout the whole game. You know what I mean? Rafinha with a cross into Lewandowski. It was Lewandowski tries to header it. The Newcastle goalkeeper just punched it out. That was about really it. After that, I didn't really see Rafinha. I didn't really do anything. He was quiet all game. Wasn't really providing any service for Lewandowski. He wasn't really doing much. Firmino as well. He's another one we're going to get onto, because I don't think Firmino really offered much in this game either, which is why he got subbed off. I didn't really see him creating anything. Through the middle, Barca wasn't really creating anything. You had Pedri and De Jong that were controlling the tempo of the game, slowing down the game when they needed to, taking the sting out of Newcastle's attack, you know what I mean? And making sure they just kept the ball ticking. De Jong played really, really well in controlling that midfield. Pedri with some good passes. I think his progressive passes wasn't as great. I don't think he was affecting the game as much in the first half. A lot better in the second half. But Fermin Lopez today wasn't that great. Fermin Lopez and Rafinha were underwhelming alongside Lewandowski. I don't think they offered enough in the game, to be honest. But that's the thing with Barcelona, man. They'll continue to create opportunities, continue to create chances, continue to be a nuisance. And Elanga on the counter-attack, pass to Barnes, shot gets saved, unmarked in the box. He should have scored, really and truly. Another opportunity that Barnes should have scored. Barnes could have had a brace. You know what I mean? Flipping Gordon should have scored his opportunity as well. There was opportunities there for Newcastle in the first half. There was opportunities there. But then in the second half, Barcelona stand up again. They started to be a menace. They started to create opportunities. And Koundé, what a cross into Rashford, man. That was a great cross by Koundé into Rashford. Rashford heads it in. Great header from Rashford. You know what I mean? Got to give it to him, man. Man of the match, man. He was on it this game. Rashford was definitely on it. And then that second goal by Rashford, what a goal, man. Wins the ball back. Rashford wins the ball back outside of the box, slaps it. What a rocket of a shot, man. My days. Listen, Rashford, bad boy goal. That second goal, bad boy goal. Bad boy goal, bro. I was at what? I remember I was at what the hell? Yeah, I'm saying you see a Rashford rocket. I've seen a Rashford rocket before, but it's I ain't seen it in a long time. In a long time. You know what I mean? And then Newcastle, what was it? Towards it when it was almost hitting extra time, 7 minutes extra time. Newcastle on the counter attack. Murphy squares it into Gordon. This time he actually converts it. But they had Newcastle, they'll create most of their chances from the wide areas. Just a lot of tap-ins that they should have converted that they didn't. A lot of shots at the goalkeeper, shots just wide. But they convert that one. Rafinha as well did really well at the end, to be fair to him. Right at the end, through the Newcastle defenders' legs, a pass straight into Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo near post just gets saved. Should have converted that. Was completely unmarked. Should have converted that opportunity. Didn't. But what a great game, man. It was a great game. It was end to end. You know what I mean? It was end to end. I think the second half, once the second goal went in, you could see this thing came out of Newcastle. They weren't creating as many opportunities as they were in the first half. They weren't as direct, but what a game. What a game, man. What a game. AK, what you saying, bro? I weren't watching the Man City game, so you're gonna have to update me, bro.
Similar. First of all, big up Northside, man, and is my mic clear this time, Northside? Because last time we had complaints. Is it fine now?
You're good.
All right. Again, man. First half we had opportunities, but we had opportunities in the first half. I think starting with first of all that red card, I think it was harsh, to be honest. I think it should have been a yellow, but Di Lorenzo. Yeah, like I said again, man. That decision, that red card, that red card on Erling. I mean, that red card on Haaland. I think it was sort of justifiable because his first contact was with Erling Haaland's foot, so it was justifiable. But first off, I think we should have been 3-0 up, to be honest. First half we weren't that great, but second half we turned up, and Erling Haaland with the first goal, amazing, and followed by the second goal from Doku. That sealed the game. And that sealed the game for me.
Nah, I hear it, man. I hear it. Johnny, man, what you saying, man? Napoli, bro. What happened, bro?
Same thing. The red card killed us. I thought that the first about 15 minutes, it was a decent game. I think City was feeling us out. We were giving up a lot of possession, as I thought was going to be the way. But Di Lorenzo, that stupid foul. It was a stupid foul. It was 100% a red card. You can't stop. Haaland's in on goal. He completely missed the ball. It is what it is. You know, we got the tough one out of the way. It sucks, but you know what? Keep moving forward. And I'm glad that this is the first game of the Champions League and not one of the important ones. So.
No, I hear it, man. Listen, I ain't even seen the goals yet. I ain't seen any of it, bro. I was just focused on the
Doku goal was fantastic.
I was saying this, innit? Earlier on when we were speaking, I was like, yo, you're going up against Haaland that's in form now. Doku's picked up form. I was like, yo, let's see. Well, I was only watching like the first 30 minutes. So I was like, you guys were just pinned back. Defensively, the way you've got you set up, excellent. Like they were just passing side to side. There was no way they can get through. But like you said, the red card, it's you're up against it.
If we don't get the red card, I think we may walk away with like a 1-1 or a 1-1 draw or a 2-1 loss. I think it would have been a lot. I think it would have been a lot closer. The sad thing for KDB was he had to be the one sacrificed because you can't leave a 34-year-old in there for 90 minutes in this sort of environment, especially when we're focused on the league. But I thought the first 10, 15 minutes, the glimpses that Napoli had, I did think that there was a little bit of frailty in City's defense. I think the problem was, once again, as we spoke, it's Rasmus Hojlund who's up top. I didn't expect that much from him. But the one that really killed me is the same guy I keep saying that we need to get rid of. That guy Politano is fucking shit. How he missed there was one point right before the red card where we had a counter against City and City was exposed. He can't even control a fucking ball off his chest. He tried stopping it, went right over his fucking chest after he first tried to trap the ball, and he ruined a counter. He ruined a perfectly good counterattack because McTominay and Hojlund in the first 10 minutes when we did have the ball and we could move forward, we looked like we were causing them problems with their defense trying to match up against the two big guys in the box. So for me, I think it is what it is. You just got to kind of chalk your hands up and move on from that one. It's like I said, it's good enough that it was the first game. If it was a game that we needed points from, this would have been terrible, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm seeing in the first half right now, you lot had a corner towards the 20th minute where you almost scored from, but that was a good save. By Donnarumma.
It was a really good save from Donnarumma. That's what City got him for, though. They went away from being a goalkeeper who needs to play with his feet to arguably the best shot stopper in the world. I think the only guy who's up there with him as far as shot stoppers are two is Courtois and Alisson. And the amazing thing is, for all these top gooners who want goalkeepers who can pass the ball and are more worried about that, all of the play that Donnarumma got, he went old school. Just throw the ball out or roll the ball out and get the offense playing. So, I mean, I think City was good, but I will say that City, the one kid, I don't know his last name. He was one of the new purchases there. Kuzhinov, I think that was his last name.
Oh, yeah, Kuzhinov. Yeah,
he was man of the match for me. He was man of the match for me. He was shutting everything down. I didn't know he was that quick as far as covering the back line. For him, he was man of the match for me as far as the defensive side. But yeah, I think Napoli, the one thing I hope Conte realizes is we need Politano off. He needs to be a bench player. We need to start Noah Lange. David Neres, I'm not completely sold on yet either. He's too inconsistent, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm not too.
He was like that Benfica, bro. He was like that Benfica. I can't stand Neres, bro.
Yeah, I honestly don't think Neres has been good since Ajax. I don't know why Napoli went out and bought him, but it is. I mean, I know why they bought him is because they wanted him to be the complement to Vara when we got him. But other than that, like I said, I'm not too upset by that. It's really the red card that killed us. I thought it would have been a much closer game. It would have been a much closer game than what it was, but it is what it is.
I hear it, man. I hear it. What are you saying? What are you saying, King, man? Which game did you watch?
I watched both of the games, and like Giovanni said, the red card killed obviously his side. Obviously, I'm gonna start with the City game. I think Napoli defensively, they were set up really well defensively, but Di Lorenzo, that stupid red card, that just massively set them back. And I think it would, and after the 38th minute of the game, about the 38th minute of the game, City started to create a couple of clear-cut chances. Obviously, Vardiel, obviously Haaland had a chance as well. O'Reilly had a chance as well. Milinkovic-Savic, the goalkeeper, he was keeping them in the game. He was keeping them in the game.
Yeah.
Politano might have to be a sub because obviously some of the touches on the ball, he were breaking down some of the counterattacks. And then in the second half, City just turned it up. The first goal. I mean, that is just a moment of that is just a quality goal, bro. The ball from Foden and then the header from Haaland.
Yeah, that was a good goal.
That is just pure quality. Haaland's been sharp this season. I will give him that. He's been very sharp this season. Same with Foden as well. And then and then Doku. I mean, Doku. I'm not the biggest fan of Doku, but took his goal
Ooh, I just
very,
saw it,
very,
man.
very
Dropped
well.
the shoulder, just like he did against Man United against Luke Shaw.
Yep.
I just
Yeah,
saw it.
Yep.
he just dropped his shoulder, bro.
Yep.
Dropped his shoulder, and obviously he took his finish really well. And yeah, like it was a bit sad with KDB as well, but because
Yeah.
KDB had to come off like in the 25th minute of the game, but it is what it is, man. Like obviously, like I don't think they should be too concerned. I don't think Conte should be too concerned. I think they will still get through the games. So I think they will still get through to the round of 16. It was just one of those days where Di Lorenzo just made a big mistake in the game and it cost them. And then obviously the Newcastle game, Anthony Gordon had a chance that he should have scored. Like Elanga played it across and he miskicked the ball completely. And then Harvey Barnes had a chance as well. Good save by the keeper as well. Garcia as well. Good save from him.
Good goalkeeper, man.
Yeah, good. Like United was linked with him as well, bro. I would have took him, bro. He's a good goalkeeper, bro.
Yeah, he made some good saves, man. He made some good saves.
He made some good saves, and then obviously Barcelona, they were having a lot of possession. They were having a lot of possession in the first half, but really they couldn't do anything with the possession in the first half. But in the second half, like obviously in the second half they were better. Like Rashford took both of his goals were really good as well. Like the header, like the cross from Kunde, and then the header, like that was a good header from him. And then obviously the second goal says it himself. Like
you gotta be smiling about that, bro, because that means the price goes up.
Yeah,
the price goes up.
I said, bro. I said to Omar in the chat, bro. I said, big up Omar. Keep it up, Rashi. You know what I mean? Keep it up. You know what I mean? Keep up. You know what I mean? I need to cash in, bro. I need that 30 mil, bro. You get it? I need that 30 mil, bro. You get it? Like,
so
bro.
You get more than 30 mil if he keeps performing like this. Just
yeah,
off his form,
yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So big up. And it's same with Haaland as well. It's same with Haaland because obviously if Napoli qualify for the Champions League, they've got an obligation of a 44 mil to buy for Haaland. So hopefully Haaland does well as well. So hopefully he does well as well. But yeah, like and then obviously the goal from Gordon as well at the end. But yeah, man, like Newcastle didn't play too bad, but like they could have probably done better with the first goal, but the second goal is just a moment where no goalkeeper saving that, bro. No goalkeeper saving that shot. Like despite of me not rating Rashford, he's always had the ability to strike the ball. That's one of his strongest attributes, is to strike the ball. That's one of his attributes. And obviously, like, he took that second goal especially very, very well. So yeah, man, like, Barca did their thing, man. Like, Hansi Flick, I mean, he's just showing how good of a coach he is. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people said, oh, he didn't do a lot in Germany. But he's just showing at Bayern Munich and Barcelona, you know, how good of a coach he is. So, and Barcelona did it without their best player. You mean Yamal? So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that big up to them.
No, I hear it, bro. I think Newcastle, especially that first 10, 15 minutes, they should have got a goal out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they were on top of Barcelona. And I agree with the comment, man. I do think Barcelona's defense at times, their wide defenders can get caught out. Jared Martin.
Yeah. Elanga were cooking them, bro. Elanga in that high line. Elanga was getting broad. Elanga in that first half, like down. I think it was Barcelona's left back. He was getting cooked, bro. Elanga. Every time when he kept on running in behind, he was cooking them, bro. But that's how Barcelona played. They played that high line, and obviously it comes off once it comes off, but occasionally, like the Anthony Gordon goal, like he timed his run very well. Like occasionally you can get in behind that high line, but obviously Barcelona usually, when they do the high line, they usually do it very well. So, but occasionally you can catch them out. But obviously Newcastle didn't do that enough. But
if they still had Isak, bro, they would have scored a couple of those opportunities. Bro.
Yeah.
Got Gordon through the middle. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
Watermaid needed to get on the ball. Like that Watermaid as well. When he got on the ball, like he held up the ball a couple of times, but they did not get the ball enough to him. Like they needed to get the ball into Watermaid, but obviously they didn't get the ball enough to him. So, but yeah, like obviously Barcelona in the second half, they stopped Harvey Barnes, and because Harvey Barnes were causing them problems in the first half as well. He got in behind a couple of times as well, but like obviously they stopped Elanga and Harvey Barnes in the second half. So yeah.
Yeah, these man, I don't know, man. Yeah, they'll be missing Isak, man. There's opportunities there, man would have been eating those up, but
Yeah.
It's mad for them because I actually think they played really well and through the middle as well. Like Newcastle set themselves really well for Barcelona not to create anything through the middle. Like they're very compact and they got back in position really well.
Yeah.
But it's just they need that finisher, man, and they're wingers, bro. Gordon and Barnes, they're too wasteful. And they're great players on the counter. They're getting good positions. They're actually getting good positions. They make good runs, but their finishing is too all over the place. Way too
Yeah.
Way too inconsistent for me, bro. But I think Trippier as well did well at certain times as well. His defending was good as well. But yeah, that defense, that defense, I don't know, man. The goalkeeper did well. Like I agree with you, bro. I think Gerard Martin as well. First half, he was getting cooked too many times.
Yeah, he was getting cooked.
Way too much space. I completely agree. But bro, Fermin Lopez as well. He was another one. I didn't really see him do anything. I didn't see Fermin Lopez do anything.
No, he didn't. No.
Lewandowski was quiet. Even he had to drop in deep to receive the ball. Barcelona wasn't amazing.
No.
Like the right hand side. Was quiet,
sorry,
north side.
1 minute. I'm gonna say this. Anthony Gordon with that consolation goal. I'm telling you, Anthony Gordon is a baller.
He's a good player, but his finishing is inconsistent. That's the thing.
Yeah. Same with Elanga as well.
He is inconsistent. That's the problem with him.
That's the problem because Newcastle, like the thing is, Harvey Barnes and Gordon and Elanga, they're not bad players, but they just don't have that clinical edge. Like they're getting behind, like they're getting good areas of the pitch. They're getting good areas and good positions, but when it comes to the final thing, Gordon and Harvey Barnes and Elanga, they can be wasteful, but that's why I think obviously that's why I think they could have done with, even though Elanga's a good winger, they could have done with an Mbeumo. But obviously United took Mbeumo, but they could have done with an Mbeumo type because he's more clinical than a Elanga. So, but yeah, man, so that's what it is. That's what it is with Newcastle. So yeah.
I think we've had some good Champions League games, man. I think
Northside
game yesterday. We've had a couple of good games, bro. This was an entertaining game. Obviously, I weren't watching the City game to see how entertaining that was, but
sorry, Northside. Northside. I want to say one thing to Gianni. First of all, Gianni, I have nothing but respect for your club, but look. it was unfortunate that he had to. It was unfortunate that Di Lorenzo had to get the red card.
Yep.
Look, Gianni, that red card on Di Lorenzo, I think it was kind of harsh, to be honest. Look, first of all, the challenge that I've seen, that tackle I've seen by Di Lorenzo, it was unfair. It was unfair on him to get the red card, to be honest. Because it was kind of like a soft challenge, I feel.
He completely missed the ball though. When I just
he missed the ball, man. He missed the ball.
And it was a clear goal scoring opportunity. I think that's why.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a clear goal scoring opportunity, you'd probably get a yellow for that.
Especially even worse, the ball was being played onto Haaland's primary foot. You knew Haaland was going to take a shot immediately. So it is what it is with that. I'm not like I said, the red card, it was what it was. It ruined the game for us. But the one thing I will say is that Arteta better start Eze in the middle to have some type of attack coming out of the midfield to counter against City, because if they go with the flat three and these three defensive midfielders again, and City bum rush them the way they bum rush Napoli, it's going to be a long day for Arsenal. Because I'll tell you what, Reinders was barely missing assist after assist and shot after shot. Reinders had a really good game, and if it's Mourinho,
yeah, to be fair, Reinders had a good game. He had a good game against Napoli.
Yeah. And if Reinders gets that type of open play to attack Arsenal, it's going to be a long, long day for Arsenal this coming weekend.
Yeah. I said it before this game. I was like, yo, the way that they're playing, they're starting to tick now. It's looking dangerous. Even Foden with the assist, Haaland got the goal. Reinders playing well. Doku got a goal. Do you know what I'm saying? Doku,
even Foden's coming to his own now. Even Foden's
coming into his own as well, which is scary.
What I mean? It's going to be long for us, bro. It's going to be long. And if we playing Calafiori and that, you know what I mean? It's gonna be sticky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that guy defensively, bro. Calafiori got cooked by Garnacho. Everyone talks about Calafiori going forward, but he got cooked by Garnacho. I remember last season at Old Trafford, he got cooked by Garnacho, and he got cooked by Savinho last season or the season before. He got cooked by Savinho. So like that guy's always been a liability defensively. And
Ndoye, bro, against Nottingham Forest, he's getting cooked every 1v1, bro. He's getting cooked, bro. Give him flipping free kicks.
Yep.
And the scarier thing about the City team now is that it looks like Pep has loosened up the hands on keeping people in permanent positions. They're being much more fluid for guys coming into the midfield, back out to the wings and everything else to give people opportunities to attack the defense. So I think this could be a long day this weekend after what I just saw. And the other thing too is, Haaland, one of the only negatives against Haaland is there's been a lot of times in Champions League and certain games in the Premier League that if he goes up against a much more physical center back than what he is, because I think Haaland has to add a lot more physicality to his game, because sometimes he comes off a little soft against some of these defensive bruisers.
Yeah.
Champions League final against Inter, Acerbi had his way with him the entire time, and in this game, Bukma and Buongiorno gave him all that he could handle. I think that him showing a little bit more of a physical side in this game with the low block and how Napoli was defending, I think that's another asset to his game that he's getting better at. And I think that could be another problem, because normally you see if he's not on it and Magalhaes or Saliba get physical with him, he kind of goes quiet in some of the games. And that happens in other games with him as well. But this game against Napoli, he did really well against Bukma and Buongiorno. And both of those guys are no slouch center backs.
Look at this question here, Johnny. How do you feel about the game against Sporting? We won 4-1 today. But if we play against Napoli or City, we could have gotten cooked today.
I thought Sporting got lucky, but I think Sporting has to come to Napoli. So I don't – if you guys play like that against Napoli and we don't have any more mess ups like how it was with Di Lorenzo, I think we're going to handle Sporting. I don't think Sporting is going to be that big of an issue. I think Napoli, the only other difficult game that we have on paper is away at Benfica and maybe Chelsea at home. But the last time Chelsea came to Napoli, we beat them 3-1. So Chelsea's going to be iffy. I think we can get at their defense. Sporting, they got lucky that they got that result. If they'd have played City the way City played today, City probably would have put 6 past them.
I hear it. Man don't want to be giving Doku enough props, bro. If he continues, man, but you got to give him props so far, man. Listen, like a lot of the times you used to see him running into nothing, running into nowhere. I think he's taken on the fullback a lot better. He's taken on players a lot better. His finishing's improving. Is it going to be consistent? We're yet to see, but we're seeing him playing a lot better. I know man was like, oh, it's Newcastle. Now he went up against Napoli. That's good defenders. You know what I mean? A good setup, a good coach. And he performed as well. So let's just see, innit? Let's just see. We're not going to overreact and say Doku now is a completely different player, but it seems like he's improving certain aspects of his game that I didn't see before. And I've been one of the biggest critiques of Doku. I'll be real. But when a player plays well, then I'll give it to him. You know what I'm saying? The same as Rashford. You know what I'm saying? I don't rate Rashford like that, but if he continues to perform like this for Barcelona, then you got to respect it.
That's it. That's it.
You know?
Yep.
It's all about
that's it. Yeah.
Doku was only a pace merchant these last few years. He over relies on his pace. This year he looks a lot, his first touch and everything else. There's a lot more confidence in the way that he's attacking fullbacks and attacking the defensive areas now. So if he's going to be like how he's been playing these few games for a majority of the season, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for a lot of defenses.
I was rating more Savio. I was like, yo, Savio. I think Savio was up there, one of the highest assists for City last season. I was like, yo, Savio, if he adds the goal to his game, he's the one that's going to kick on. You know what I'm saying? But so far, Doku's the one that's adding the goals now and adding the, you know what I'm saying? So let's just see, man. Let's just see. I think ability-wise, I still put Savio above Doku, but can't take nothing away from Doku in his last 2 games. The guy's been performing, isn't he?
The problem with Savio is he's an old school traditional winger. He's better on the left-hand side than the right-hand side and not being inverted. That's the problem. He's fighting with Marmoush and Doku for that left-hand side because he's an old school type of winger. Inverted, he's not as good as he is playing out on the left. So we'll see. Because obviously I remember that game of the first game that he played for City against Chelsea, and he played on the right. And I remember he played very well in that Chelsea game. I remember last season they played Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and he played very well on the right. But from that game, Pep must have saw him. Pep must have thought that he was a right winger. But most of his games for Girona, he played on the left. And then when he wasn't performing at his best on the right after the one good game that he had against Chelsea on the right, after when he didn't perform on the right, obviously when Pep played him a few times on the left, he was playing a lot better on that left hand side, and you could just see. And obviously, even though I said earlier on today that Rodri isn't 100% fit, but Rodri allows Reinders or whoever he's playing with to go forward, because he just sits and he allows Reinders to go more forward to do like his box to box and allow him to you know what I mean, allow him to get into the box and to take shots and stuff like that. So Reinders, in that midfield as well against Arsenal, if Reinders goes forward as well, I could see him causing Arsenal a few problems as well. And obviously Haaland, the form that he's in, like obviously people speak about Haaland's link-up play, but like his movement and obviously his pace, obviously you do not want to come up against Haaland when he's in that much form right now. So you know what I mean. So
injury and Mascara ain't never faced a striker like that before. New to the Premier League, it's a massive question mark. 100%. Big up to Omar as well, bro. Big up Northside, bro. I know you're happy right now. I know your vibes in right now. You know what I'm saying? Living life. I'm vibes in when it comes to Benfica, bro. I saw the press conference. It was a very, very good press conference. Mourinho. What do you think about Mourinho and Benfica? Listen, like I said, against Karabag, we played 2 defensive midfielders, Barachea and Richard Rios. our biggest problem at Benfica has been our defense. Our defense leaks way too many goals. And Silva, both of them, one's past it, and the other one is supposed to be learning his trade, and it's not been good enough. One thing that Mourinho will do is make sure that our defense is solid. Make sure that set us up properly. Do you know what I mean? And that's one of the biggest improvements that we need. We've got already Sudakov that played well actually against Karabag. And we've got Pavlidis, we've got Arsenis, we've got Andreas, we've got players, we've got forwards, you know what I mean? Atakoglu, we've got attacking players that can play well once we pick the right lineup. So for me, I feel like Mourinho will improve us the way we need to. We got Perstiani, the young Argentinian number 10 as well. He's got a lot of talent. We've got Leandro Martins as well. He's a decent player. So I think Mourinho will come and actually help Trubin, because the guy that's been helping Benfica the most has been the goalkeeper. When it comes to defenders, he's been our most consistent. It's always the goalkeeper. Like, he's always making really, really good shots, really, really good saves and everything. So we'll see. Richard Rios, listen, he's a good player. He comes with a lot of promise, but we'll see. Innit? He literally just come to the club, so I want to see him on a consistent basis. Do you know what I mean? But I think Mourinho is just going to get the most out of these players, bro. And when it comes to spending money, Benfica, one of the teams that spend the most money. I think we spent 105 million in the summer. So we went out there and spent money. Do you know what I mean? Like, and for a league like Benfica, 105 million. I mean,
that's a lot of money.
Listen, Serie A is still levels above us. You know what I'm saying? That's and even he will say, like, even for Serie A, that's a lot of money, bro. Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah, we'll see, man. I think Mourinho. I think Mourinho will fix the defense, bro. Because there's a lot of defenders there that need to be moved on. A lot of inconsistent defenders, bro. So he'll make sure that we fix up defensively. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm very happy with Mourinho coming to Benfica. I'm more happy than Mourinho coming than Ruben Amorim, especially after his disaster class at Man United. So I'm glad that you held on to him. I'm glad that you held on to him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm happy with the appointment, bro. Like, Mourinho in the Portuguese league is gonna cook. He's not gonna have.
You should be.
Gianni were talking about, like he was saying about at Roma, Mourinho didn't have the money that Inter have. You know what I mean? That Juventus have and all these other teams. At Benfica, you have the money, bro. There's money there to be spent. Plus, you got one of the best academies in the world. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not, it's not like you have to always spend the money consistently. So I feel like, he's gone to the biggest club in Portugal in terms of trophies and in terms of accolades. So I feel like he'll be fine, man. He'll be fine. Obviously,
he will be fine, bro. It's a perfect move. It's a perfect move for him, bro. Like you said, like, one thing that he will do is, like, one thing with Jose, he will bring that shithousery, but also, like, defensively, like, you won't concede a lot of goals with Jose. We all know this. Jose defensively, we all know how Jose sets up his teams defensively, and occasionally he can get his attackers scoring goals as well. Obviously, he got Kane and Son scoring goals at Tottenham as well, and obviously he and even with United. Obviously, it didn't work out for him, but he even got Lukaku scoring goals as well. So he can improve the attackers as well. So he's a perfect coach. He's a perfect coach for Benfica.
Bro, if he's able to win us a Europa, like, I think within the last 20 years, we've gotten to loads of Europa League finals and bottled it because of that Gutman curse. You know what I mean? But some people say it's the Gutman curse. Some people say other things. If he's able to undo that Gutman judge, bro, I swear down, I love Mourinho even more, bro. Because the chances of us winning the Champions League is very low. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very low. Like, let's just be real. Like, Porto they just had the right squad at the right time. Yeah. And they had prime Mourinho. But at the moment, you know what I mean? This ain't prime Mourinho. We don't have a team of the level that Porto had when they won under Mourinho. Just get me a Europa League. Even if you can win me a Europa League, do you know what I mean? Or make us, make a decent showing of yourself in the Champions League. We're already inferior in terms of money. I'm not saying it's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen Inter get to finals and stuff like that, but they are still in a richer league. Let's just be honest about it. They're in a richer league. Yeah. Serie A have had their time of dominance. Benfica, Portugal have never been the top league ever. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean? Even when we won it, when we stopped Real Madrid winning 6 in a row. Do you know what I mean? Like with Eusebio and them and there, like we never been the top league in the world. We never had the top money. So at the end of the day, like whenever we do play in the Europa, Mourinho's here. The expectation is for you to win the Europa. We should be able to win the Europa, but Champions League, just don't embarrass us. You know what I mean? It just, bro, I'll go crazy if I don't think we're able to win the Champions League because I just feel like the model at Benfica now, it's not as patient as it used to be. Now we get some money for Enzo Fernandez, we sell him. We get some money for Joao Felix, we sell him. Straight away, we don't get these players anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And hopefully Mourinho can influence the club to be like, okay, listen, let's develop a lot of this talent. Let's not just get rid of them straight away. Antonio Silva, if his form wasn't so bad, we would have sold him already for 60 million. You know what I mean? It's just because his form is shit. You know what I mean? But if there's somebody that's going to get his potential, it's going to be Mourinho, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Mourinho will get the best out of Antonio Silva, and then they'll come in for Antonio Silva. It is what it is, man. We need to hold on to some of our players a bit longer. Like, you know, like Enzo Fernandez was here for like a couple of months.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like
half a season, if that.
Yeah. Like you sold that player to PSG as well, Joao Neves. You sold Gonzalo. Yeah, you sold him, and you sold Neves as well. You sold him as well. So you know what I mean. So yeah, like
it's all the political shit that happened when the big money went into the Premier League. If it was still the old days, Benfica would have a much better chance with the way that they scout and make the money that they make right now. If everything wasn't handicapped the way that it is. I mean, FFP was put in primarily to stop the owners of Inter Milan and AC Milan dropping 150 million every single transfer window because of how their standards were when the old ownership was there. That's why they put FFP in. And PSR is all bullshit too. It's just to make sure that the quote unquote big six remain the big six and handicap the rest of the teams from coming. It's all political shit with that.
Yeah. It's always been like that. It's been like that, yeah.
But we'll see. I've been seeing this for a while. Bernardo Silva rumored to go back to Benfica in Jan if the new president gets elected. Of course. Listen, I don't know because this is what Rui Costa now pulled the rabbit out the hat. He went and got Mourinho. Do you know what I mean? And Mourinho was the manager version of Cristiano Ronaldo in Portugal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get Mourinho there. It's like he's gonna win the election. But he knows what he's doing. They were asking him actually, and that's what I like about Italian press, Portuguese press. They don't care. Spanish press, they don't care. They kept asking him. Did you make this appointment? Bro, they kept asking him. Yeah, Rui Costa. Did you make this appointment because the elections is next month? Because the elections is next month, innit? He's like, no. No, it's because of the result of Karabag. I'm like, nah. You knew you're going to lose them elections, yeah, keeping Bruno Lage in charge, bro. You knew you had to pull the trigger, innit? Do you know what I mean? Tried to get the options back on side.
Is it the same thing in Portugal like it is in Spain where they have like the elections for who should be in what position for the football teams? Like I know how like Barcelona has elections and shit for all their stuff, and then same thing. I think Real Madrid is the same thing with elections.
I just know in terms of the manager. I don't know about like who should be in what positions and stuff like that. I just know. I just know about the president. I can't even lie because I don't follow it. I just see the results of it. I don't even. I don't get involved.
Yeah,
I don't get involved. But this guy, he knew, bro, because a lot of people weren't only calling out the managers in Schmidt and Lage. They were calling out the president. They were like, yo, Rui Costa, we know you're a legend, but bro, that legend cape ain't gonna protect you from everything, bro. The shit that we've been seeing at Benfica, bro, ain't been good in the last couple of years.
But that's it, bro. But that's the field has nothing to do with the business aspect. What you do on the field as a player doesn't always translate to you being a good manager or translate to you being a good sporting director or whatever else. You have to earn that on your own. You can't just be given the benefit of the doubt because you were a good player.
Yeah, it was the same thing, bro. I remember watching Real Madrid against Osasuna the first game, and the Real Madrid fans booed the Real Madrid and Xavi Alonso at halftime, bro. Like that man don't give a shit, bro. That man don't give a shit. That man don't give a shit, bro. Who you are, Xavi Alonso, by the way. if everyone know who Xavi Alonso was, bro, even at Madrid and that, if people know who Xavi Alonso is, like, you know, you know what I'm saying, like, you know about Xavi Alonso, innit? So like, but they don't give a shit, bro. Who it is, bro. If you're not performing, bro, they will boo you, bro. Not like freaking England, where my freaking fan base singing Ruben freaking Amorim songs when we getting freaking beat, bro. You understand?
But this is what I love, bro. This is what I love about Benfica. This is why, yeah, I've seen like 8-9 league titles at Benfica, bro. Because really, in England, yeah, Brunlage and Schmidt, they'll be like, yeah, but they've won you the league before. So you got to give them more chance. You got to give them like Italy as well. I know Italians are hotheads as well.
Yeah, bro.
Italians are hotheads as well, bro.
Hey, I was just gonna say for Di Lorenzo, I hope he don't get robbed like Hamsik did, because the same Hamsik did something stupid like this in a game against Juventus. He didn't get a red card, but he cost us one of the games. Like 2 days later, him and his girl were out in downtown Napoli and they got stuck up. They robbed him for his Rolex. They robbed him for his chains and shit. So, you know,
bro. PSG, bro. PSG fans went to Neymar's house and that, fam. They went to Neymar's house and that, fam. You know what I mean?
We've blown up. I think there's Alageta, there's Dennis. I think the Napoli fans have blown up about 3 or 4 players' cars over the years with that. And then the amount of robberies. I remember, I think it was Jose Callejon. Jose Callejon did something where he was talking shit to the fans because there was a miscommunication between him and the fans. And I think they like robbed his house like the next day after it happened. Like it's North's right. We are a little bit of a hothead.
Even I remember
a little bit, you know.
Bro, even I think it was Leon played PSG a couple of seasons ago, and the Leon fans were getting mad, bro. They weren't having none of it, bro. I remember there was like 3-0 down or something at half time, and they was having none of it, bro. They was having none of it. But this is what it is. These foreign countries,
American owners, isn't it, Leon? I think they got American owners, isn't it? And he was like making them bankrupt or something. It was like
no, they've been bankrupt for a while. They don't, all the bad signings that they had after they had that period where they won like 7 or 8 straight league titles. They made a lot of bad signings that didn't work. Like that kid Gorkov that they signed, who was supposed to be the next Zidane. They spent like 40 million on him and he never turned out to anything. And they went straight down. Yes, sir, a little bit. These man Rob Spalletti. Yeah, I know. I actually know somebody who was a part of that fiasco with.
You see, get him down the docks. Get him down to the docks.
I actually know one of the guys that was involved with that.
Man like Gianni Soprano, you know. Man like Gianni Soprano. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, man. These foreign countries, these foreign leagues, foreign countries here, they hold people accountable, bro. They don't care who it is. You can be a legend of their club, bro. They don't care, bro. If you're not doing well, bro, there's none of this. Oh, trust the process. Oh, it takes time. When we lose 2 or 3, no, let's clap the players and the manager. No, there's none of that shit, bro. Like, understand?
They don't have the luxury to be like that. Like, for example, I'm sure maybe the same as in Italy. There's no NHS. Like, I don't know, Gianni. I know you're in America, yeah, but we got like healthcare, so you get a certain percentage of your wages.
Yeah, bro.
The healthcare, so you don't have to pay for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we have something. Our system's similar to that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but in Portugal, you don't get that. If you're dying, can you die outside the hospital, please? I've heard it.
Dude, wait, you want to know how fucked up it is in Napoli? Napoli's so corrupt, you got to pay the mob to get the body out of the morgue. And then you have to pay them to get a spot with the graveyard. It's all fucked up over there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not laughing at
Oh, it's bad, bro. It's bad.
Man's not bad. Man's lost my cousin aside. Man's got, I got to pay the Buffy. The Buffy's like, yo, where's the envelope?
Yep.
Where's the envelope? Okay, you got the envelope. Okay, Gianni, you can pass. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know there was what the fuck was it? My aunt's father had passed away, and because of certain people who my family is related to, she didn't have to deal with that because she's married to my uncle. But I know a few people who have had to pay the unspoken 500 euro rule to get the body out of the morgue, and then you have to pay another about 350 to 400 to reserve a spot for any graveyard that's anywhere near Napoli. They control all that shit when it comes to that.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So when these men are going through this, getting exploited, and then the club's saying, "Yo, trust the process. Trust the process, Mel. Cool. You mad, bro?"
North, I don't know if it was on your channel or if it was on Aaron's channel when I was talking about it. Like the thing, I know Napoli gets the bad rap and whatever, but the problem is that we're a city of 4.5 million people, but 30% of people are out of work. So when you're struggling, there's literally people that struggle to put together 50, 60 euros whenever they get a chance to go see a Napoli game. So if you're in an area where it's nowhere near as wealthy as other areas, and people are putting their last dollar together to go see a game, the patience for that shit's going to go right out the fucking window. If you're going to be looking at like, I did all this to just come here and I'm going to go see this bullshit and be told this bullshit. No, that's why people act fucking crazy the way they do.
Nah, facts. Like in Portugal, I think the standard wage is like 700-800 euros. Your rent is like 500. And then your food and your travel is like 200. You're left with like 100.
Yep.
And that 100 is gonna go on like if you need fuel, if you got a car, you're talking about, you know what I mean? If it's cold and you need like a bit of heating on, do you know what I mean? That money goes quick. So it's like, bro, like in countries like this, they ain't got patience. Like even the people that are working, they're still struggling to survive. So when the club is talking about give it time, they're like, are you mad? Like,
give it time. Oh, but the manager needs 10 or 15 of his own players. No, bro. How about you? How about you, coach, bro? How about that, bro?
If somebody went to Napoli, I forgot who it was. Somebody was like, "Would you take Arteta at Napoli?" I said, "Absolutely fucking not." I go, first of all, Arteta would never come because he knows if he doesn't get more than 2 seasons, he's getting robbed. Ain't no way you're gonna tell a bunch of people like that you have to sit and wait for fucking success. It ain't happening, especially spending that type of money. No, they'd blow his house up if they had the chance, if he did some stupid shit like that.
Bro.
Go on.
Yeah, bro. They won't stand, bro. They won't stand for it, bro. Like, bro, imagine freaking Ten Hag. Yeah. I don't know. Imagine Ten Hag being in charge of Giovanni's club or whatever. Yeah. Imagine of Ten Hag saying, "Oh, I'm not Harry Potter." This and that, coming out of press conference and saying I'm not Harry Potter, this and that, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro, you'll be coming to the press conference like this with the band on top of his head, like.
And imagine freaking Ruben Amorim, bro. Imagine Ruben, you know what I mean? Imagine Ruben Amorim.
No lie. If Ruben Amorim was the coach of Napoli, he probably would have been killed. With that record, he might have been killed. Not even gonna lie, and not even to try to promote violence or anything.
Johnny, when they cock the 9, they just cock it back, just like right. Read the prompter. You know what I'm saying? Read the prompter. I resign. I am resigning.
I resign second. Yeah, imagine
if the mob forced Maradona to sell a Scudetto and shave points so that they would make their money off of forcing Milan to win. What do you think they would do to Amorim in this situation?
Yeah, imagine Amorim saying that, bro. Imagine Amorim telling the owners saying, "Oh, if the club wants to sack me, then I will leave." And this and that. Imagine of saying that like 3 or 4 times, bro. In like a Napoli or something, bro. You must be going mad. They would be firing you straight away, bro. You understand?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. 100%. Dude, did I ever tell you the story? We had I was in Italy in 2006. Napoli was we just got into Serie B and we played Juventus. It was the year Juventus got relegated because they got caught for game fixing. Somebody snuck in a bottle rocket launcher and shot it at the Juventus fans. And ever since then, for like 6 years after that happened, they had to put the bulletproof plexiglass over the away end on the low end because the Napoli fans were acting fucking crazy.
It's mad. All the Italians I know, support Napoli, bro. There's one that used to work around the corner, a place that we worked around the corner. and he was Salvatore, and he's a Napoli fan, but he's a Tottenham fan as well. He said, "Oh, because of the kids." I'm like, "How'd you go from Napoli and supporting Tottenham? Like, what you did?" He's like, "Oh, but my boy Gianni, my boy Gianni, he likes Tottenham." I'm like, "Bro, come on, bro. You're Italian, bro. What's going on?" Like,
Normally Italians back Chelsea. Normally Italians always back Chelsea because that's the club that's got the most history with Italian players or managers.
Yeah, because Ancelotti, Conte, all of them. Yeah.
Well, Vialli, when Gianluca Vialli and
what's his name? Sarri as well.
Yeah,
Sarri as well. Maurizio Sarri as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
bro. I'm telling you, bro. But
we got the fourth biggest fan base out of all the Italian teams. Financially, we're the fifth biggest because of Rome. But if we keep going with success, we'll pass them soon enough. But we have a massive fan base. There's Napoli fans everywhere.
Yeah, he was telling me how much you lot hate Juventus. I'm like, what if your son comes home with a Juventus?
my cousin Filippo was messing with my grandfather. He came over to the house for my grandfather's birthday with a Juventus jersey on. He told him, he goes, "You have to take the shirt off, and you're not gonna fucking eat for wearing that in my house." But the thing with us in Juventus is it's a political thing, because Juventus, they're the biggest team in Italy, but they represent the North. There's a big hatred between Northern Italians and Southern Italians because it's two completely different worlds. Like Southern Italy is all, if you're not a farmer, if you don't own like a little coffee shop or anything else, it's very hard to get into big business in Southern Italy. Whereas Northern Italy, that's where all the big business is. And then, the Northerners, if you ever watch any of the, especially the more recent ones, the documentaries of Maradona, there's a lot of ugly history. There's a lot of ugly history between the North and the South. The specific one, like when we went to Verona, the Verona Ultras had a massive banner saying that the Neapolitans are what do they call us, the Africans of Italy or some shit like that. So the problem with that is it's all politics. Us and AC Milan, Juventus and AC Milan, we can't stand. Inter, it's not. Inter, it's not that bad, but Juventus, no, we can't stand it. We're not allowed to go to each other's games because of the violence that goes out with it. We're not allowed to go to any Juventus games, and their fans aren't allowed to come down here because they know shit'll kick off if it goes south. And the cops ain't going to stop nothing because the cops are outnumbered.
Nah, it's mad.
It's mad.
Actually mad. It's kind of like River Plate and Boca Juniors, isn't it? I remember I saw a documentary between them. They go crazy between them two as well. Yeah, they religiously hate each other. You know what I mean? I think they even had a Copa Libertadores final that they had to keep rescheduling because of the violence. And in the end, they had to do it away from South America. I think they did it in Spain or something. I can't remember. I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was in Spain where they did that.
Yeah, you guys are too much.
Yeah, I would say that Juventus and Napoli is more similar to like Celtic and Rangers because they're It's the same thing with us. Napoli is always known as the city that represents the South. It's the Southern Italy is very poor. It's a very poor. It's complete. If you go to Milan and Turin, and then you go to Napoli or further south, you go from like a first world country to a third world country. It's two completely different areas.
I've been to Napoli. I went Cagliari and then I went Napoli. This is during COVID times. And I liked
Were you there when we won the Coppa Italia?
No.
Oh, bro, you would have seen a party like you had never seen before when that happened.
But I liked it, bro. But I remember like my ex was like, yo, this reminds me of South America. There's no rules here. It's like I was driving like a Fiat 500, innit? Bro, these guys, there's no rules, bro. These men trying to squeeze me. I'm in the middle lane. They're trying to squeeze into me. I'm like, what?
On the scooters and everything.
Oh, bro.
If you could drive in Napoli, you could drive anywhere in the world. You can drive anywhere in the world if you could deal with it.
I was so stressed. When we got somewhere, she's like, oh, this ain't the... I said, I don't care. We'll walk it. We'll walk the rest of it. I don't know where we'll walk it. I'm not driving. I'm not going back down there. Do you know what I'm saying? Back down there is with the killers, and I'm not doing it. But
no. Don't go to... If you ever go back to Napoli, dude, do not go to Scampia. Do not go to Chacun-de-Leon. Even if you speak Italian, they only speak Neapolitan dialect. If you're speaking proper Italian, they know you're not from there. They are going to try to rob you. They ain't. Them boys over there are fucking wild.
But I was okay, man. I was okay. I was in one part of Napoli. I can't remember what it was called. This is the thing I don't understand about Italians, actually. Yeah. Because me and her, yeah, our cultures are similar in that, yeah. But I didn't realize this about Italy. So I was in Napoli, breakfast time.
Yeah.
There now, boom, breakfast. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, it's similar. You know, Spanish people, Portuguese people, yeah, we're all similar. We'll speak a Latin language. Cool. These lot told me I went into the cafe to have something to eat. They're only serving like chocolate cake, sweet cakes, everything sweet for breakfast. I'm like, is this normal? I'm like, is there no eggs? No, there's no bacon. They're like, yo, sweet, no chocolate. They're like, oh, you don't know how to eat. I'm like, what do you mean I don't know how to eat? I was like, where's the bacon, bro? Where's the eggs? Do you know what I mean? I want some bread. It wasn't even bread. It was just pastry, like sweet pastry.
Yeah, the chocolate cornets.
I had a cappuccino. I was like, I have a cappuccino or something. I said, oh, bro, fuck this, bro. I'm like, I just have a cappuccino, bro. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, Portugal, porra. I was like, we have eggs, we have bacon, we have these things, we have bread, we have croissant. Where's the croissant? What's going on? Why is it? I'm not used to having sweet stuff in the morning. They're like, he doesn't know anything, fanculo. He don't know anything about. He don't know anything. You know what I mean? I'm like, what do you mean, bro, fanculo? But I just want some eggs and bacon, bro.
Next time an Italian tells you that, tell them he ita de mamma.
Bro, this is what I mean. I needed to call you up at that time. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man.
It's good, bro. I didn't feel like I didn't see any racism, no like discrimination.
See, I was explaining this on Sam. You know Sam, the Real Madrid fan. Sam.
Yeah.
So I was explaining this to him because one of the people was in his chat like, oh, all the ultras and this shit in Italy. And I said the difference with Napoli is that we don't look at it as a race color. We look at it as a class system because we're so poor. Us and the Sicilians are the two poorest areas in Italy. So racism really doesn't come into it with us because we understand that if somebody's struggling, they're in the same boat as us. So the fuck do we have a problem with them for? We hate the people that are suppressing all of us from trying to move on up in the world. So that's with Napoli, that's the rare, like if you ever seen the video of Balotelli, the game against Napoli when he was with AC Milan and he was crying, everybody tried rushing to the fact and saying, oh, it was racist chants. It wasn't. Balotelli lives in Napoli. That's his favorite place in the world. He's in Napoli all the time. His daughter's from down there and his ex-wife is from there. It's not, we don't look at it the same way because, again, like I said, we're already poor. We already hate the fucking system. So if the system's doing wrong to somebody else, we're not going to look at it from that perspective.
Now, I got one friend that's half Italian, but he was brought, like, his dad is Italian, full Italian, and his mum is Nigerian. But his mum's been in Italy for like 35 years. And he speaks perfect Italian. He moved over here, but they're from Florentina. Like
I don't like fuck. Fuck the North.
That's a Bon Florentina, you know.
Wait. What's the beef with Florence or whatever it's called? I don't know, bro.
No, because I mean, it's the problem is we don't help our own thing. So, like me personally, I can't speak proper Italian. I speak Neapolitan. So if I go with my family, to like Florence and we start speaking, they know we're Neapolitan. They instantly start looking at us like we're going to rob everybody there, which, it is. We do have the negative connotation because some of our own people don't help out the stereotype. But, that's the thing. That's the problem with the North versus the South with that. Before the thing for me is, as an American, I don't like Florence because that's the biggest American city in Italy is Florence. I think it's either John Cabot or one of the other foreign exchanges. You either go to Rome or you go to Florence. Rome is cool as fuck. I always love Rome, but Florence, no. Once you go north, if you're a Southerner, once you go north of Rome, it's suspect with how people treat you.
No, bro, I like Italy. Italy's nice, man. You know what? Like the bits, the parts that I saw of Italy, I was like, yo, this is more beautiful than Portugal. I can't lie. I love Portugal, but I was like, it's beautiful, man. They're really nice, man. Really nice.
Lisbon was lit. I had a great
time. Like, I can't remember where I went to, like the beaches, and I can't specifically remember, but like even when I was in Cagliari, like peaceful, calm.
Oh yeah.
Never felt like nothing. Went to Napoli. I was in Napoli. Like And then like that's one thing I learned. Like when I had pizza in Cagliari, it was made completely different in Napoli.
Yeah.
And then when I left Napoli and I went to some other, I can't remember what it was called, what part it was called. I don't know why I can't remember. But then I went to another part and I had pizza. It's like everywhere you go, it's not made the same. Like it is different. Like
but ours is the best because we're the originators. Ours is the best by far.
But yeah, bro, I liked it all, man. It was nice. The only thing, it's just Italian food, like mainly Italian food. Like I remember, like, because my ex, her granddad is part Peruvian, part Italian. There was a time where there's a lot of Italians that migrated to Peru, and
all over South America,
yeah. Especially like Argentina and those
Brazil. Argentina and Brazil got so many Italians.
Yeah. The guy I work with, his wife. She was born in Brazil, but all her family are Italian. She only speaks Portuguese, but all her family is actually Italian. They're not Brazilian. So, yeah, it's crazy. Like, there's Italians everywhere. So, like, bro, I can't lie. When I went there, bro, I actually really enjoyed. I'd go back to Italy. I can't lie. Like, I'd be honest about it. If I didn't have a good experience, I'll tell you. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll just be real. But I really liked it. There was one time, though, when I was in Portugal, and there was this American. He plays basketball. He lives in, like, I think Australia or New Zealand, and he was telling me, he's like, when we go to like, when I live in Australia, New Zealand, everybody wants to be American. He went to Portugal, he got a reality check. Nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And he's black like me. He was there like, hey y'all, and he's like, yo, it's hella racist out here, yo. I was like, nah. I was like, listen, some parts can be, but I'm just gonna be real with you. They don't give a fuck that you're American. They don't give a shit, bro. Do you speak Portuguese? Do you speak a Latin language? If you don't speak a Latin language, respect the culture. That's it, bro. He came from leaving America for the first time, going to New Zealand, and everybody like bigging him up because he's American. And then he went to like Europe, like Portugal, probably the same as Italy. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a shit, bro.
No. The only time they care about you being American, especially in Napoli, is if they're gonna rob you. That's it. They don't care. They don't give a rat's ass about that shit. They don't care.
Bro, he was telling me, he's like, where the bitches at, man? Where the clubs at, man? I'm like, yo, like, this is, you go here, you go there. He's telling me, he's like, yeah. He goes, I don't know, man. He goes, I was like, yo, you're too used to like people just like bigging you up, thinking it's a big deal that you're American. I was like, out here, they don't give a fuck, bro.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? Pay for your beer, go to the beach, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Get your food, get your nice food, relax.
Yep.
Bro, he was there. I'm like, yo, just try and blend in. Don't be too showboaty as well, because some black African Americans that I met, they're a bit too blingy in that. Like, you do that in Portugal, you could get robbed. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie, you could get robbed. Keep that on the low. This ain't America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right hand up to God. Two of my buddies went to Italy. They went to Napoli, and I told them the same thing. I said, dude, even me, I sometimes don't wear my gold chains because of certain people that I may be around over there, and I can speak the language. Them motherfuckers got turned around, got finessed by some chicks. They went to the wrong area. Bro, they came back. They had to go to the bank and fight a scam that got pulled on them. They pulled like a $20,000 scam on their credit card. It was insanity.
Damn.
And I told them, I was like, dude, I said, if you go to Napoli, and this is for everybody, if you go to Napoli, only bring cash. Don't bring credit cards. Don't wear jewelry. Do not be flashy because they will rob your ass. There'll be two 12-year-olds on scooters that'll pull a gun out on you and rob you. They don't give a rat's ass over there in certain parts. That city it's nice downtown. It's got nice parts. The Spanish area is cool. The tourist parts are good. But when you go to that other side, it's a whole different fucking ball game over there. Whole different ball game over there.
Mad.
So I mean, you got to adjust where you're at, man. You got to adjust where you're at. You know what I mean? Some people think that they're from one side of the world and they think they can do that everywhere. You can't do that.
You got to be self-aware, man. You got to be self-aware.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's called the Villa Mora. That Villa Mora, in Lisbon, the fucking ghetto.
Yeah.
Yeah, the absolute ghetto. Cars on bricks. You know when you see the car, you know, Johnny, when you see the cars on bricks, no wheels. You know what I'm saying? You see a dumpster that got lit up and that. You go around, graffiti everywhere. You're looking everywhere. Everything's going crazy. You know what I mean? Like the police only come when it gets really unrestly. Like, and the police come, it's not even like normal police. It's the police with the shields and the batons and the guns. It's like the military police.
Yeah, the military police are scared to go to Shikun de Leon or Scampia at Napoli because they know if there's a video, there was like 30 fucking kids from Shikun de Leon that was in downtown just tearing shit up. And then the police came with the riot shields. The fucking kids found bricks and started throwing them. The kids were chasing the cops 2 blocks down the street. The cops are running away from the fucking kids. Them little bastards in Napoli are fucking bad. Them little bastards over there are fucking crazy.
Nah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But listen, big up.
I blame Chicago. I blame Chicago.
I blame
Chicago. I do because the social media. Nah, because you know what, man? The social media and the Chief Keef era and everything influenced a lot of fucking kids to where they're doing that shit, and you see it all over the world with how they were trying to copy all that crap. And it, you know, Chicago's got its bad reputation too with everything else going on, especially nowadays. We're in the fucking news every damn day with this idiot trying to send the National Guard here.
Yep.
Mad,
some people just think they do. Some people just think they are the real shit, bro. But when you go to certain places, bro, you get found out, bro. You get found out, and this is what it is. This is what it is,
bro. I'm telling you, I left one club. I couldn't get an Uber. Me and my ex are trying to walk through the streets of Colombia. This is in Cali, bro. I can't lie to you. I felt shook, bro. Like,
we're in Colombia.
You know when you can feel the environment? I ain't even seen anything, but I can feel the environment is not safe. Like
you feel the heat. You feel the heat on the back of your neck, like somebody's staring at you, trying to size you up and shit. Yeah.
Like there's someone on top, because you know the houses out there, like in Portugal, Italy, South America, they got the spotters, like the guys on the walkie watching you. Like, who's this person? As soon as this car's, bro, I'm there walking with. I'm like, yo, let's walk, let's power walk, let's not. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Even when I'm taking up my phone, I take up my phone, I look at the sat nav, 1 minute, not even 1 minute, 20 seconds, boom, put the phone back. Keep walking. Don't advertise that phone, you know. They'll come up with the blicky, bro. They'll get your phone, you know. It's crazy.
That phone's $1,000 payday, brother. That phone's $1,000 payday for people.
Come on, man. Do you know what I mean? That's 3-4 months worth of work wages, bro. That these men are looking at you, they're hungry. Bro, we're outside one cafe where it's all lit up. I'm like, let's go where it's all lit up. I don't want to stand in no dark corner. All lit up. Everyone there, they look like drug addicts, bro. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I've been here like when it was daytime. These kind of people went out, bro. It's like the Walking Dead are out. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's out there to eat, and the way they're looking at you, they stare at you like this. Stare at you, bro. You're just like, bro, you gotta stare back a little bit, but then you look away and then you just kind of flex it. But you can, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I can't lie. South America, I got no jewelry. I don't have my chain. I don't have my bracelet. I don't have my ring. Nothing, bro. I try to look as broke as I can look, bro. I try to look as broke as I can look. I got my credit card in my sock. You know what I'm saying? But in my sock, so you can't even notice it. Do you know what I'm saying? I got one of them.
It's mad.
You know them pouches that the granddads have. You know them.
The old fanny packs.
Yeah. That's that you need to. The piranhas out there, they'll get to you, man.
When I was in South America, when I went to, because my uncle bought a ranch out in Buenos Aires, so I went to Argentina. Dude, same thing like it is in Napoli. Don't wear any jewelry. I use my work glasses. I don't have my nice glasses on, and it's all cash. And I make sure I have cash in all different pockets, so nothing's bulging out to make it look like that you're walking around with a wad on you, because you can't, dude. People don't give a fuck. People don't. You don't know what people are going through. These people there's killers everywhere. There's killers everywhere. You always got to be careful where you're going.
Everywhere.
Always, man.
There was even places where they were like, yo, only speak Spanish here. So I only spoke Spanish. They're like, only Spanish. If they hear that you speak English, that's it. Target straight away. I got the little girl in the corner shop looking at me like this. Like, the little girl, bro, she's a little what? She's there like this. Looking at me. I'm like, what? Bro, you're 6. How you sizing me up? I'm like, let me not say nothing, innit? Because she got the shooters around the corner, bro. They'll just come and just, you don't know.
Man,
Bro.
some of them
Certain
kids,
man would just give you that certain man would just give you that certain look, bro. Certain man would just give you that certain look, bro. And you're like, shit.
Hey, and some of them kids are killers. Some of them kids are fucking killers, dude. In Napoli, our big thing is that we have over 100 different mafia clans in Napoli. But the thing nowadays is it's basically you got the old heads, and then they call the new kids the baby gangs. You got guys that are big mob bosses that are 19 that have no problem and that have killers that are 12. Like there's 12-year-olds rolling around on some of them scooters with machine guns or automatic pistols. They'll whip that out and kill you for a chain with no problem, dude.
They don't care, bro.
No, the world.
They don't care. They don't care, bro. They don't care. It's like it's just like certain countries. It's like, bro. It's like obviously I'm like half Jamaican, half English, and it's like, bro. Even like, bro. I know some Jamaicans, yeah, and it's like, bro, if you say the wrong thing to certain Jamaicans, yeah, they will do, bro, they don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean, bro? They don't give a fuck, bro. You get me, bro? They'll get the belt, bro. They get the wooden spoon, bro. You get it. They'll get, bro. Bro,
that's immigrant timeout, King.
Even like, bro, I see like, bro, I even see like certain countries that feds and that got guns and that, bro, and they don't give a fuck, but they will shoot your ass,
bro. Even in Portugal, yeah, like my dad's side of the family, they're all really big. Like they're like, I don't even know how to describe them. They're kind of like,
yeah,
they're big built like the Rock. They're big guys, innit? I took
naturally built.
Side, innit? They're big guys, so they all work as security, yeah. Bro, some of my uncles in Portugal, yeah, I'm not gonna say the names of the clubs, yeah. But the biggest clubs in Portugal, they're there. You don't let certain man in, yeah. They'll come back round. They're like, yeah, you think you're tough, yeah. This is just a skinny guy, yeah. You think you're tough? Come round with the car, start shooting at my uncle, bro. And bro, it's serious, bro. Like, we're saying one of my uncles, yeah. He didn't even put his real name on social media, bro. He goes to the shopping center, yeah, and he's like this. Like, you go out with him, he's like this. Like, he don't go nowhere without like this, bro. Because man will shoot at you. Like, even in his route to the way home, yeah, after the club, he has to take all these diversions, take different routes, get into another bike and all this type of stuff. Like, move like the feds are onto him, yeah, just to lose people, because people come back round. Like, you don't let me in the club, bro. Over something like not letting me in the club, yeah. They'll be like, well, you think I'm a dickhead? They'll come back round, start shooting up the club, bro. Start shooting up the place, shooting up the door, shooting up whoever gets sprayed, gets sprayed. I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy, bro. That's why I don't even mention who my uncles are online, bro. I won't mention.
Yeah, bro. It's like certain, bro. You can look at, bro. It's not just that. You don't even have to say a word. If you look at certain people a funny way, bro, you get. If you look at them in a funny way, bro, they're gonna be like, you're looking. What? They're gonna be like, what are you looking at me for, bro? What are you looking at me for, bro? And they will probably, bro. They'll probably shoot your ass, or they probably, bro. Certain men will have carry freaking handcuffs or something, bro, and they will handcuff your ass or something, bro. You get it? They would do something, or they would tie your ass, bro, just because you looked at him in a certain way. You get it?
And then when you travel, just even if you're in your own country, if you ain't born there, just
bro,
treat it like another country that you don't know, because
bro,
it's crazy.
Outside of Chicago, I'm strapped every day. I walk out of the house every day. I got mine on me. And same thing when I go to Italy. When I go to Italy, I go right down the street from where the house I bought, where my cousin is. I go get a gun to leave in the house and a gun for me to walk around with, because I'm not testing the waters for that shit. I'm making sure I'm protected. It's that same old saying, rather get fucking tried by 12 than get carried by 6. Fuck that.
That's what it is. Certain areas, even if you live in England, whatever, or live in, bro, just certain areas, yeah, you just don't go to, bro. And it's like, bro, you can think you're the guy guessing that until you go to certain places, and then you find out what you're really made of, bro. You find out like shit, I'm not really the guy. Like, I thought I was built for this, but then you go and you're like, maybe I'm not built for this. you get him. it's like certain man think they can, you know what I mean, be in the drug game and you know what I mean, certain man think they're a bad man and that. but when it comes down to it, bro, when it comes down to it, when they are in the drug game and they want to get out of the drug game, bro, they can't get out of the drug game, bro. Once you're in there, bro, you're in there for life, bro. You get it, you're in there, bro. That's it. There's no going back, bro.
It's
You know
all
what I
about
mean?
respect. When it comes to the streets, it's all about respect. As long as you know how to respect people properly, you won't. There are some people that it doesn't matter, but respect is the main thing. Majority, when you don't have nothing and all you have is respect, that's the thing that people take for granted.
Yeah, bro.
That's what it is, man.
That's what it is, man.
Just don't get involved, man. You know what I'm saying? Just don't get
Just don't
involved.
get involved. Just don't get
Focus on
involved
your
with
life.
no stupid crap, bro. Just don't get involved with nothing, bro. Just don't get involved, bro. Because it can end up mad.
Are trying to get out or wish they never got involved in the first place. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
bro.
I ain't even that old, you know what I mean? And they're already like, yo, I wish I could just get the fuck out of this shit. So yeah, man, big up, man. Big up Giovanni. The link to his channel is pinned
Big up,
in
Javon.
the title of the show. Big up King as well. And we will be back tomorrow, family. I'm out. Love.